We've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
And the starting group for the Celtics. Tatum and Horford at the forward slots. Smart and Brown, a great defensive backcourt. And it's Williams in at the 5, down low. Brown can't hit. Outside Garland. Pass to Okoro. Horford against Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
It's just too easy for Mobley. This man, he's quick off the floor. He's got a 7'4" wingspan. Look, this man finishes the way he was built.
Outside Brown. The 3 is up. The rebound by Garland.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Well, Grant, you look at the Celtics and their defense. Not a surprise. It's at the heart of this team.
No question. I mean, you have 3+ defenders on the perimeter. Their big men can switch on the guards and protect the rim, too. Top to bottom, they can match up well with any team.
Now here's Smart. Pass to Tatum. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
This is how confident Tatum is. Knows he can score inside whenever he wants.
First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. And it's Mitchell, the miss.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake. Well, you have to be impressed with the constant growth we're seeing from Jaylen Brown. He's put in a lot of work to become an all-star player.
And at this point for Brown, do you think he's realized his full potential, Richard?
No, I don't even think so, especially when you look at his work ethic. He puts in so much time that I think he can reach another level. He's still young and eager to learn. If I were to put it in 2K terms, I think he could get up to about a 94, 95 overall. Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Tatum from long range. The rebound by Allen. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Garland, the pass to Mitchell. Can't hit that one. The Celtics have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Here's Tatum. Oh, my goodness!
Did you see that?
Bring it out the hammer!
Now that's how you finish. Mercy, Jason Tatum is a bad man.
Garland against Smart. Mitchell, the pass to Garland. And finished off by Garland.
Shows the speed and the hops. Garland with the finish.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And here's Tatum. Three-pointer. Tatum with another miss. The Cavaliers leading. Pass to Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
Man, at 6'3", Mitchell gets high up there for those slams. I love that he didn't settle for the layup on that play.
Now here's Smart. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Williams with it. And Williams punches it home.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Pass to Okoro. Now here's Mitchell, defended by Brown. Back to Okoro. Shot clock at 5. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Going beyond mere stats, Mitchell breathes life into this offense. His energy lifts everyone around him.
He hits the second from the line. There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter. Smart with the ball. Outside Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Just a merciless, I don't even know what that word means, dunk by Tatum. Reminding the defense, like, yo, you cannot stop him.
Here's Mobley. Pass to Okoro. Mobley against Horford. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Robert Williams picks up one.
Smart play there by Mobley, a coach's son. Man, this guy, he's been around the game his entire life.
Good on the second one. Boston's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Pass to Tatum. Williams with the screen. Tatum passes to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Clever play by Tatum, drawing the attention to him, only to give it away.
And it's Garland on the drive. Over Smart. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. So at the end of one. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And what stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
The lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen are together inside. Mitchell out there with Darius Garland. And it's Okoro in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Now here's Smart. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Brown passes to Horford. Mobley with the block.
Already a stellar defender, Mobley proving he can be relied on to anchor for this team.
Pass to Garland. Mobley outside. Back to Garland. Over to the wing. Here's Okoro. Here's Mitchell. There's the drive. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And with great body control, too. Mitchell maneuvers himself nicely for contact finishes.
Tatum, a screen on Mitchell. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, there's so much worldwide talent in basketball right now. Teams have scouts in every corner of the globe, RJ.
Yeah, you have so much talent around this league, and you only have to go back a few years when you had every single postseason award was won by an international player. You had Pascal Siakam, Rudy Gobert, Giannis, and Luka Doncic when you talk about Rookie of the Year. So it was so much talent overseas, and it's all starting to come to the best league in the world. The quick thinking of Garland in the pick and roll, his decision-making is so impressive.
Garland against Smart. Outside Tatum. Over Okoro. Off the left rim and out. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Outside Garland. Launches it. He buries it from 3. And now it's a 9-point Cleveland lead.
He doesn't waste any time right there thinking about it. Garland gets that hot pass and he moves.
Garland's gotten it done so far from the field, making 4 of his 6 attempts. Outside Tatum. And finished by Tatum. Wow!
That was a beautiful screen set there. And look, Tatum, he'll take care of the rest.
Outside Garland. Another miss by Garland. The Celtics have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Brown passes to Tatum. There's the 3. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Cavaliers.
Jason Tatum, still so young. His game's still evolving. Over the last couple years, he's been getting to the line more and more, and that's huge.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
And it's out of bounds to Cleveland.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
Celtics on D. They trail by 7. Pass to Mobley. Shot clock at 6. Back to Garland. Shot on the wing. And it's Cleveland with another. And Jason Tatum seeing his free throw attempts increase. What's that tell you, Richard?
Well, it just tells me that he's playing with more intensity, but he's also playing smarter. Jason's using his athleticism to force the issue. Get to the easy points at the line. That's what your thoughts are. He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Now here's Mitchell. He has 7. Fires for 3. Tatum pulls it in. Brown against Mitchell. Outside Tatum. From deep three-point range. The rebound by Garland. The Cavaliers have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Tipped. Mobley passes to Garland. 1:02 left in the second quarter. Pass to Okoro. From the arc. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Boston trailing. Brown with it. And Brown with the stuff.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
Here's Garland. And finished off by Garland.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Now here's Brown. 6 points for him. And the jam by Brown.
Was it just me, or was there a little bit extra on that slam by Brown?
Now here's Garland. 15 points in the game. 11 seconds left in the first half of this game. Clock at 4. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Here's Allen. It's good! It's good! And we finished off one half of play. The Cavaliers on top. They're up by 6. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. If you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been a clinic out there by Darius Garland.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
Taking a look at the Celtics. Danilo Gallinari out there with Luke Cornett. Then there's Grant Williams. Then it's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's White in at the shooting guard position. Now here's White. The kick out to Williams. Here's Brogdon. Pass to Cornett. White on the wing. Outside Gallinari. Lets it go from 11. That shot is off. And Cleveland will come the other way.
And part of the Murray trade over the summer, Gallinari was bought out from the Spurs. So quickly there, he landed with the Celtics. He can still offer great shooting at the forward spot. It was a nice signing by Boston. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Brogdon against LeVert. Pass to Stevens. Here's Wade. 6 on the shot clock. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Brogdon with the ball. And Lopez picks him up. The kick out to Williams. Uses the glass on the layup.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
LeVert goes against Brogdon. Pass to Wade. Outside for LeVert. Here's Wade. Fires the three. Hits the three-pointer.
Oh, nice ball movement by LeVert. A welcome sign for this team.
Boston on offense. 9-point game. LeVert goes against Brogdon. And Brogdon with the stuff.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Osman on the wing. He's guarded by White. Right wing. Launches a three. Wade, that's good. He has 6.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Outside Brogdon. No good with the triple. And Boston calls time here. So Boston ends up going with a new group.
And when healthy, LeVert is a problem. A multi-dimensional guard who can score, pass, and rebound at an impressive clip.
The Cavaliers have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. And there's the drive. Pass to Osman. Back to LeVert. To the wing, right side. Wade, that's good.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
There's Tatum with the three. And Williams punches it home.
Intelligent play by Tatum, moving the ball to get an open shot.
LeVert goes against Smart. LeVert goes in. And that one is stuffed right through.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
And it's a completely new group for the Cavaliers. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Smart with the ball. Guarded now by Mitchell. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Love the aggression from Brown. A tough cover for any defender out there.
Free throw good. Brown.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Brown.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Mitchell against Brown. Down low. Williams puts the move on. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Williams has gotten 4 this quarter.
Good stuff from Brown, providing the assist. He's made giant strides in his passing game.
Garland, the pass to Mitchell. And he drives in. And Mitchell with the slam.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Outside Tatum. Kick out to Brown. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Mobley with it, picked up by Tatum. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
For Boston, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Screen by Horford. The 3 ball.
His second, third team foul.
That's good from Horford.
Horford taking 2 shots.
And so he hits both.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Now Mitchell. He's got 9. Mitchell with the slam.
This is what he gives you night in and night out. Stellar production at the offensive end.
Tatum way outside. Oh, it's good!
At the buzzer, that is how you finish it.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Okoro at the 3 with Mobley at the 4. Darius Garland is out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Allen in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Here's Mitchell, denied by Tatum.
The all-star Tatum engaged on defense. That's a scary sight for opponents.
Here's Brown going inside.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
Tatum from long range. And the Celtics another 3.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Outside Mitchell. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. Tatum with it. Picked up by Allen. Horford passes to Tatum. Smart outside. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Tatum. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Allen's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Okoro. Outside Mitchell. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
We love to see Mitchell explode like this on offense. A guy who has so much potential as an elite scorer.
Smart outside, and that's an intentional foul. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Brown.
A 7-footer who can legitimately defend 1 through 5. Mobley is suffocating any player out there.
Clock at 6. Here's Tatum driving inside. Out of bounds. It'll be Cavaliers ball. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Garland, the pass to Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
The burst and power of Mitchell on full display. This guy's incredible.
Smart against Garland. Here's Tatum. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers. And that one falls for Tatum.
A multi-talented swingman. Tatum just continues to get better and better each year.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Mobley passes to Mitchell. Takes it in. Oh, my goodness. How about that?
What poise from Mitchell there. Taking the hit like a champ and finding a way to convert. Nice.
First team foul.
For Boston, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Tatum, a screen on Garland. Outside Tatum, takes a 3, and the Celtics another 3.
And if anybody didn't know, Jason Tatum has that killer instinct just coming out in a big way.
And here's Mitchell. 55 seconds left to play in the fourth. Oh, it's blocked by Williams.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
Anything other than a make is game over. This is where you lean on.
Oh, my goodness!
The emergence of Brown as a #1 scoring option has been so much fun to watch. He has earned a lot of trust from his coaching staff.
Smart against Garland. Pass to Mitchell. With the drive. Hauled in by Brown.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
It needs to be a quick shot and a quick foul.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Good on the first. And that narrows the lead down to just 3.
Yeah, coach has to love that it's Tatum at the line. He's such a clutch performer. Hey, a steady hand at the line in a tough situation. He narrows it to a 1-possession game.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
At the charity stripe, Garland is very efficient. He could really help his team here. Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That pretty much do it.
Outside Tatum. To the middle. Here's Williams. Yeah!
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Now a timeout called by Cleveland. They're up by 2. 1 second left to play in the fourth quarter. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game. And so it's the Cavaliers who come out on top. Boy, a hard-fought game.
To the best
so Memphis will get the first possession. Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the 3.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Now here's Morant. And oh, he jams it right over Jared Allen. Wow!
As creative as they come, John Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Here's Mitchell. Takes it inside. Can't hit from in close. Steve, as we know, this should be a battle of the backcourts. And you know something about that. Who did you, when you played, love to face and play against?
Well, two of the guys that come to mind right offhand as far as backcourt players was Michael Jordan and Penny Hardaway. Love facing those guys. And then at the end of my career, I love watching Allen Iverson, not guarding him. What you love about Donovan Mitchell, not only does he explode into his moves, he finishes with authority.
Now here's Morant. Outside for Jackson. Back to Morant.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Bane against Mitchell. Back to Garland. 5 to shoot. 13 feet away. And there's the pass to Okoro. Here's Mitchell with 1 on the clock. And he goes big with the dunk right over John Morant.
That's the result of hard work. Mitchell just gets better and better off the bounce.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year. And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
Here's Morant. Darius Garland picking up that last basket. Morant. And he uses the glass on the layup. Morant's got 8 points. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
Here's Mobley. Following the basket by Ja Morant. Okoro shot is off. Morant with it. Guarded now by Okoro. Morant outside. He feeds it to Adams. It's stolen by Allen. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Tries again. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. There's 1:38 left to play in the first quarter. Mitchell against Bane. Just 5 on the clock. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
On the wing, Bane. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention. Got his teammate a clean look.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. There's the drive, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Now here's Morant. 8 points for him. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the first. Brooks outside. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. It's Morant with the drive. Excellent D there from Allen. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Okoro dishes to Allen. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And his teammates love this. When Allen is aggressive trying to score, really puts pressure on the opposing defense.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Get up and get loud. Please welcome to the floor, your Cavs powerhouse dance team. All right, everyone, that was your one, your only Cavs powerhouse dance team. Let them hear it.
And Allen drops them both. We've got 28 seconds left in the first. Morant surveying the D. 16 seconds left.
Stronger than his frame might suggest. That's a big-time and one by Ja.
There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Mitchell against Bain. With 4 seconds on the clock. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Just look at the way Mitchell's built. The strength in the upper body.
Here's Morant. John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter.
Please give a big round of applause for your Cavaliers.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
They're unselfish. They're passing the ball well, setting up teammates, playing team basketball, and their focus.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
In at small forward and power forward, it's Okoro and Mobley. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Garland. And it's Allen in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Garland the pass to Mitchell. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Steven Adams picks one up. I think we know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk a player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you played?
That's a great question. I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injury because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far with the physicality.
Here's Morant. Pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Converting around the rim is just effortless for Jackson. He could play on my team any day.
Garland looking it over. Mitchell outside. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The Cavaliers have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Adams sets the pick for Morant. Pulls up, out to Brooks. Back to Morant. 6 on the shot clock. Over to the wing. It's tipped. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Karis LeVert has become one of the game's best slashers. He says, honestly, I just go to the front of the rim and work on different spins. Getting more comfortable with both hands and finishing. Kyrie Irving did that when he was younger, and that's one of the ways he became a great finisher. Kevin, back to you.
He is a great finisher. David, thanks. He's studying the greats, and it's paying off.
What a night for Ja Morant, showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Steven Adams did not like that at all.
When Donovan Mitchell gets fired up, you better watch out. We know he's capable of having a big night.
Bane with the screen on Mitchell.
With that great length and awareness, Allen continues to build his reputation as a
Relentless.
And they're also hitting that mid-range shot at a high clip. A big key will be to continue that success throughout.
Fans, once again, let's hear it for the...
I appreciate the versatility of Mitchell's game. He can get you a little of everything on the floor, not just a lot of points.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Garland kicks to Mitchell.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
6 to shoot. Allen trying to break free. That shot off. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Morant drives in. And the jumper from down low is good. Morant's got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than Ja Morant.
Garland the pass to Mitchell. Here's the floater. Does not go down. That miss makes him 7 for 12 in the game. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed in there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's Morant. He takes it in.
Off the dribble, Morant is so dynamic, even his teammates look a little stunned.
Outside Garland. The tray. Traps in the tray. Garland's got 5. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Back to Morant. Kick out to Adams. Brooks outside. Morant outside. Going inside, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. There's 21 seconds left in the first half. Now, here's Garland. He's got 5. Now the dish to Mitchell. Driving inside, and he can't jam it through.
And priority number 1 has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
The Grizzlies, 26. Fans, get ready for the Milwaukee.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers, a very high percentage of those in the first half.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Kennard is out there with Jones. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Conchar into the small forward. Such a wide open look. LeVert's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Outside, Jones passes to Kennard. Memphis moving it around. Conchar, the pass to Jones. Shot clock at 5. From the arc. The shot will not fall. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Here's Osman driving in. Wade outside. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Levert against Morant, and finished off by Morant.
You love to see that kind of elevation from your point guard. John Morant's a reliable finisher.
Levert kicks to Osman. Takes a 3. Brooks grabs the board. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Dillon Brooks seems like a very spirited player, Smitty. He plays with a lot of emotion.
I've heard coaches say he's the team's biggest cheerleader. Whether that's game time or practice, Kevin, he loves to motivate his squad to be at their best.
It's good.
The creativity from Morant, always inventing new ways to score.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Outside Garland. He dishes it to Mitchell. And there's the feed to Allen. And it's Allen slamming it down.
And we think of Donovan primarily as a scorer first, but there, fantastic pass.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
But not every point guard can give you that, the ability to finish with that level of authority.
Okoro passes to Mitchell. Clock at 6. And Adams sends it back.
You see the effort defensively. Adams doing a great job of closing the space.
Clock at 2. Shot from 6. Blocked again.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you got to protect the ball.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
It's Morant with the drive.
You have to respect Ja's burst on the drive. So dangerous with the ball in his hands.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. He's perfect from the line this time. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Mitchell outside. It's not going to go for him. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end. And double teaming him is the only thing that's going to cool him off at this point. He is on a roll.
This will be his 4th shot at the line in this one.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
You know, some of Ja Morant's sequences remind you of a young Derrick Rose. He's that explosive.
Garland kicks to Okoro. On the wing, Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Acrobatic move by Donovan Mitchell, lifting off the floor for a slam.
Morant against Mitchell. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell. The Grizzlies have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. A 2-point game. 56 seconds left to play here in the third.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Grizzlies?
For me, consistent penetration the entire game, and that's given them a lot of options.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
Even though he was dealing with a taller defender, he got big and got the job done.
Outside Garland. Knocks down the 3-ball. Garland's got 8.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Looks smart. Oh, yes. Not one to shy away from physicality. Ja Morant just goes about his business.
Now Mitchell. 20 points for him. Allen with it. Now defended by Adams. Garland against Morant. Garland the pass to Allen. Adams, some nice D. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. You're going on an... Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to fire.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The defensive pair in the post, Mobley and Allen. Darius Garland is out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Okoro in at the 3. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
Garland kicks to Mobley. Allen up top. Pass to Mitchell. Over Bain. Here's Allen. Mobley outside. Dishes to Garland. Mitchell looking it over. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Mitchell's got 22 points.
More than just a shooter, Donovan Mitchell is crafty at getting it done inside too.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Right now let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Payne for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mobley's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Allen, and slam dunk by Allen.
At 6'11", Allen, a legitimate threat to finish through the rim, especially when given that kind of position.
And Darius Garland picks up the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
And that is a huge call. That is not who they wanted to see headed to the bench with the outcome still in question.
LeVert's checked in for Garland. Morant outside. Over Mitchell. And again, Memphis no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And they go to the intentional foul. Mitchell outside. In the corner, Okoro with it. Clock at 4. Back to Mitchell. To tie it up. Here's Mobley. Now, here's Okoro. Brooks covering. Allen. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Morant kicks to Bain. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
There's an aggression and a confidence to Desmond Bain's game. It helps him get to the line.
Free throw good. Bain.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line.
Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
LeVert against Morant. Mobley kicks to LeVert. Shoots over Morant. Mobley outside. The 3. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Low percentage shot from long range. Terrible decision, especially when you still have a chance to win this.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Morant passes to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
This is where you want Adams to have the ball. Can't get a higher percentage look than that.
Here's Mitchell, and Adams sends it back. It's Morant with the drive. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. And so it's Cleveland with it. Mitchell with it. Now defended by Adams. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Steven Adams picks one up.
Pushing the action, Donovan Mitchell has an innate ability to make people foul him.
And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting.
Morant with it. 55 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Jackson a screen on Mitchell. 4 on the shot clock. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
You got to play mistake-free.
Mitchell finds LeVert. Beyond the arc. Got it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And boy, you have to be impressed with LeVert's composure in the clutch. That kind of confidence will take you a long way.
Morant outside. Money.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Timeout called, Cleveland. They're down by 5. There's 18 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Looking for a quick shot, trying to extend the game.
And on the defensive end, they'll have to foul whomever gets the ball. No time left to be picky.
LeVert kicks to Mobley. Here's Allen. Yes!
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
And he commits the intentional foul. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up missing both free throws. Timeout called, Cleveland. Guys, what do you think?
And they need a miracle, guys. They don't have enough time for the catch-and-shoot 3, so the only hope is for an alley-oop and an and one to finish out.
And it's all about the three right here. And they're looking to tie it up, live to play another period. We'll see what they run right here.
To the best kid.
tonight, Grant. Both teams with a lot of talent in those positions.
You know, B.A., it'll be an interesting matchup here with the talent and size of their front court. It should make this game extra challenging for these squads. They can't just count on being the dominant force down low. They'll have to get a little creative.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point. Now here's Morant. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Robert Williams picks up one.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
And Morant drops them both. Tatum with it. Smart outside. Horford in the high post. 6 to shoot. Tatum from long range. They get the rebound.
Well, you love Horford pounding the offensive glass. Extra possessions, so many opportunities for your team.
Pass to Bain. First quarter, just over a minute played. Brooks outside. Outside Morant. That one no good. Smart with the defensive effort.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
Great open look there.
The shooting stroke of Jason Tatum is elite, so it matters not if he's creating his own off the dribble, or in this case, just rising and firing off the catch.
Timeout call, Memphis. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, B.A., and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
Adams finds Jackson. Second chance effort. That shot off the mark. And Boston going the other way now. Here's Brown. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's on Desmond Bain.
Boy, when you think about Jaylen Brown, you have to be impressed by the progress he has made offensively. He's become one of those guys that you know wants to take it to the next level.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's Morant. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Robert Williams picks up one.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
And how about Jaylen Brown doors becoming an offensive monster?
This guy has become a consistent three-point shooting threat. He can knock down shots from the field. He can go off the bounce. He'll contribute on the backboards. And we know they challenged him to become a better playmaker, and he has. He has become the full package.
Now here's Smart. And there's the lob. Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Pass to Morant. Outside for Brooks. Jackson on the wing. And here's Adams. Williams defending. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bain. Called in by Brown.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
They're beginning to take control now, and this could be a crucial point in the game.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Brown. Smart outside. Brown against Moran, and he can't jam it through.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Outside Tatum. Horford, a screen on Brooks. Tatum from long range. The Grizzlies pull it in. It's stolen by Tatum. Williams with it. He's picked up by Adams. Here's Brown. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Well, you've got to appreciate the athleticism of Jaylen Brown. This guy's a quick penetrator who forces defenses to get physical with him.
And both free throws good for Brown.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Smart against Moran. Williams grabs the board.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Now here's Brown. He's got 11. Horford right side. Pass to Smart. Just 5 to shoot. From 13 feet, down it goes.
I tell you, it's not often, but Marcus Smart working the pick and roll, effective in that particular instance.
And here's Morant. He's got 6. Into the lane. Morant with the slam!
How good was Zach? Felt the taller defender on him, gave a little extra burst, and that's all it took.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Celtics out in front, leading by 7. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the Celtics here in this one?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Timeout call, Memphis.
Here we go, fans. Time to make some noise for some teachers.
Memphis trailing here. So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr.
Oh! The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Here's Tatum. Out to Horford. Beyond the arc. That shot off. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Well, teams are always hunting mismatches. Grant, I'll put it to you here. You prefer a speed advantage or a size advantage over your defender?
Well, B.A., it's all about the mismatches. And going back to when I was young and actually had some speed, you know, it was great. Oh, wow! I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Tatum against Brooks. Outside, Brown. Kicks it out to Smart. Driving to the basket. Back to Brown. Clock at 6. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Boy, once he gets going, all 6'8", 210 pounds, Tatum very hard to stop off the bounce.
Outside Morant. Up top Brooks. Back to Morant. On the take. Offensive rebound. Adams. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Boy, the strength and the activity of Steven Adams makes him a force on the backboards.
Brooks against Tatum. Horford, a screen on Brooks. Here's Tatum. The kick out to Williams. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Memphis ball.
And so it's Memphis with it. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Boy, I love how hard Steven Adams works on the boards. Excellent timing for that putback.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. The Celtics with the lead. In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. Well, I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
5 on the clock. Brown drives in. Oh, and a dunk by Brown.
We've got to get this guy in the dunk contest. Jaylen Brown taking flight with that insane athleticism.
And here's Morant outside. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks. Well, Jason Tatum added muscle to his frame and layers to his game, but still not satisfied. He said, quote, I just got to be better. I have to elevate my level from being one of the top 10 to 15 players to a top 5 player. I got to make everybody else around me better. Brian, still work to do.
And plenty of runway to do it, Allie. Thanks. Morant against Smart. Pass to Brooks. 4-3. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
And so they foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Outside, Brown. The rebound by Jackson. For Memphis, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Bain, the pass to Adams. Outside for Morant. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Boston ball.
A minute 4 left in the first half. Screen by Horford. Kicks it out to Smart. Back to Tatum. 5 to shoot. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
What has to excite you about Jason Tatum is how consistently he puts work into perfecting his craft. His idol is Kobe Bryant. He is a guy that wants to continue and will work to get better.
Smart against Morant. Pass to Bain. Now here's Morant. Tight defense on him.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. He's perfect from the line this time. So it's Boston now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Outside, Brown. The kick out to Williams. Back to Brown. Driving in. Up top, Tatum. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
Defensive foul.
And that one falls for Tatum.
What I love about Jason Tatum, guys, he's already an all-star. But that desire, that hunger, that thirst to be great remains with this guy, and he continues to improve.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Celtics out in front, up 5. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be
23.
After a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one. As both teams trying to gain an edge. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
His penetration was a real problem for them. And then, of course, the monster finishes at the cup.
We've got Danilo Gallinari. Derek White out there with Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Luke Cornett, and it's Williams in at the 3. That's the Boston 5. Here's Jones. Here's Tillman. Rebound Boston.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
White on the wing from behind the arc. Sinks the tray. And the Celtics lead by 8.
If you want to talk about an NBA player who has poise and vision, that's Malcolm Brogdon doing work with the pass. That is nicely done.
Pass to Clark. Back to Jones. Now here's Kennard. This one for 3. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
White against Kennard. Here's Williams. Pass to Gallinari and stolen by Clark. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
Pass to Cornett. And an intentional foul right there.
John Conchar, first personal foul, first team foul.
Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Up top, White, defended by Kennard. White, the pass to Williams. 4 on the clock. Fires, top of the key, and yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Williams has got his first basket.
I didn't see that coming. He sinks a pretty dicey shot.
And the Grizzlies call time here. So Boston ends up going with a new group. And the Grizzlies with some changes. The Grizzlies have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Morant against Smart. Morant, the pass to Bain. Gets the 3 ball to go. Bain's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
Outside, Brown. Again, Boston.
The turnaround so difficult to perfect, but hard to see anything wrong with that one.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Morant. He takes it in. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Yeah, an electric player. Morant just bouncing off the contact and finishing on the drive.
Outside Tatum. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Smart. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Brown can't hit. The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Outside Bain. Jackson, the screen, fires from deep. Bain, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. And guys, talk about silencing the critics. Tatum made first-team All-NBA last year and led the Celtics to their first finals appearance in over a decade.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Outside Bain, jacks up a 3, and a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Bain's got 6 here in the quarter.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Here's Tatum. Kicks it out to Smart. Pass to Williams. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Grizzlies.
Memphis ball.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
It's time.
Here's Morant. 19 points in the game.
Entertainment. Give it up once again.
There's 37 seconds left in the third. Outside Bane. Here's the three. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams.
Ball.
Here's Morant from the inbound. And then Morant with the dunk.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Williams a screen on Brooks. Tatum drives in. Williams. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got 4 rebounds now. Morant, the pass to Jackson. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Second team foul.
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. It's the Celtics. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the center position.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
You know what else has been important is they've been focused and they have gotten themselves to the line, made their free throws, doing all the little things.
And coming down the stretch, you just can't afford that type of defensive breakdown.
And right now, neither side can get a stop. Looks like both coaches will have plenty of material for the film room.
The three from Bane. Buries it from three. Bane's got 9 points here in the second half.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Smart passes to Tatum. Let's go with a three. And again, Boston with the triple.
Well, Jason Tatum with the answer from three. That's how you stop an opponent's momentum.
Timeout call, Memphis. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey guys, I had a chance to find out what Taylor Jenkins was discussing with his players. He told his players, you know your job. Now just go out and do it. Don't get caught up in the moment. I want you to play with a steady pulse. He understands the emotions can run high at this stage of the game.
And Allie, thank you for that. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, Steven Adams is as strong a player as there is in the NBA. Draws the contact there.
And for the Grizzlies, Steven.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
And they need to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
Here's Brown. Drives to the hoop. Grizzlies with the rebound. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Morant. Brooks outside. Pass to Jackson. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
You could really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe now.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Horford, a screen on Brooks. The shake. And finished off by Tatum.
We know this is an offensive-minded player. Jason Tatum loves running pick-and-roll action.
Smart against Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
Brooks against Tatum, and it's going to be a 3-second call.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Now here's Morant. It's stolen by Smart. It's Brown on the wing, guarded by Bane. There's Tatum with the three. And again, Boston with the triple.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Right side, Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
Can you say prime time player? Morant, he enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Tatum from long range. No good there. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Morant with it. Guarded now by Smart. Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Adams. Back to Jackson. Outside Morant. Here he goes. Morant with the slam.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim. Here's Tatum. And he's going to the... And no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to use the coach's challenge. Make them take another look at the call.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 1.
Now these moments with the game hanging in the balance is exactly what Jason Tatum dreamed about. You want to be like Kobe? Time to make some shots.
Pass to Baines. Throws it up high.
An active score. Morant's role on this team is to be aggressive on offense and look to capitalize often.
Now Brown. There's 45 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter.
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Ooh, he knocks down the clutch free throw.
You get the sense this guy relishes getting to the free throw line in these tough moments. You talk about clutch, this guy is it.
Outside for Morant. Horford pulls it in.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Tatum against Brooks. Shot clock at 6. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Third personal foul.
Well, you like the level of aggression right there from Jason Tatum. Committed to scoring on the interior and draws the contact.
Calm under pressure at every point here means a lot. And looking to even the score with a huge 3.
Greg, this is all about execution. Can you free an open man from the three-point line? That's what it comes down to.
Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up.
To the best kid.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game. And the task ahead. It'll be the Celtics off the tip. Look at Cleveland's starting group. The defensive pair in the post, Mobley and Allen. Garland is out there with Mitchell. And it's Okoro in at the 3 spot. Hits it from 3-point range. And a similar style used by both sides of this matchup, Richard. Teams that prefer to operate in half-court sets rather than in transition.
Yeah, and look, that puts a premium on defense. Both teams can run a ton of different sets, and that means you've got to be prepared and disciplined on the defensive end.
Good points. And the Celtics with possession here, following the score by Cleveland. The kick out to Tatum. Offline with his 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Allen finds Mobley. No one covered.
It's great whenever a big knows how to handle it. Allen sharing the wealth.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. The kick out to Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. Launches it. Tatum's shot is off. Richard, haven't we seen a lot of growth in Jason Tatum's game? He gives credit to the late Kobe Bryant for that.
Yeah, he was fortunate enough to train with Kobe Bryant, and sometimes he reminds you of a young Kobe. He clearly absorbed a ton of information from him.
Now, here's Tatum.
How about the balance from Tatum? Absorbing the contact, it just doesn't matter. He takes it like a champ.
Outside Garland. Pass to Allen. Kicks it out to Garland. Lets the 3 fly. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Boston will go the other way with it. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, I was able to talk with J.B. Bickerstaff for a minute. He told me defensively they have to stop dribble penetration, challenge the lobs at the basket, and generally make it difficult to get to the front of the rim. They don't want this to turn into a dunk fest because that will not end in their favor. Guys?
That's David. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
And you know what helps Williams defensively? He just keeps moving his feet, and he has such quick reaction.
Tatum drives in. The kick out to Brown. Back to Tatum. From outside the arc. He's off on that one. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Mitchell dishes to Okoro. Mitchell outside with the drive. Cleveland the rebound. Okoro passes to Mobley. Kicks it to Okoro. 4 on the clock. Garland, that's for 2. Another shot. A nice shot by Okoro.
Defensively, you have to put lots of focus on Garland, so that opens up things for others to get their shine.
And one thing that stands out about this Celtics unit, their defensive abilities. They've got a lot of skill on that end of the floor.
Cleveland has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Allen passes to Okoro. He kicks to Garland. From deep, hits the 3-point bomb. You're right, defense, it's been terrific for him. This Boston team, GA, certainly has a talent for holding back their opponent's shots and really defending well.
And Kevin, they put a lot of energy into pressuring shooters, making sure guys can't find easy looks. They don't want to give away anything for free.
Tatum wide open, he fires one. Tatum with another miss.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up the 3-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Garland kicks to Mitchell. And he drives in, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And the unpredictable nature of Mitchell is hard to game plan against, especially when he drives.
So he gets them both.
just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Smart passes to Williams. Here's Brown, and they get it. A second chance effort. Smart wide open. He fired. They get it back. Williams kicks to Smart. Horford has a wide open look. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
And not every big can hit from there, but Horford has that versatility because that man has put in the work.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Cavaliers at some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. In at small forward, in power forward, it's Okoro and Mobley. Mitchell is out there with Darius Garland. And it's Allen in at the center, locking down the middle.
And many thought Horford's days were over after his OKC stint, but showed he can still be a difference maker in Boston. And boy, was he a huge part of their finals run. And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, Marcus Smart is not shy with his philosophy. He says it takes little talent to play defense, but a whole lot of want to. Get every 50-50 ball, take charges, be a great teammate, compete, never be okay with losing. Kevin, he has always walked the walk, too.
He has. Defensive Player of the Year. He's a terrific player. No question about it. David, thank you. The three from Tatum. It's good from long range. Tatum's got the lead up to 4 now for the Celtics. Horford may not be as consistent as he once was, but Greg, he shows up when you need him the most.
You know, he had several big games for the Celtics in the postseason. Great shooter who can really space the court for you. Still also a top-level defender at the rim, and he helped define their interior defense.
Outside Tatum. And there's the drive. Brown the pass to Tatum. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Want to create a good look? Yeah, just get the ball to Tatum out in space.
Brown against Mitchell. Here's Mobley, and Mobley throws it down.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Brown against Mitchell. From past the arc, and Smart with the basket on the assist by Brown. Smart's got 5 now.
Proving he's more than just a go-to scorer. Brown also loves swinging the ball to open teammates.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. In your younger days, RJ, you had seasons where you averaged over 22 points a game. Some players later in their careers struggle accepting smaller roles, different roles. As a player, talk about that challenge.
Self-confidence is a weird one. Sometimes it can work great for you, and sometimes it can work against you. For me personally, as I got older, I loved finding the challenge, and the challenge was how could I star in my role? Was it as a 10-point-a-game scorer? Was it as a 20-point-a-game scorer? Or was it as a 5-point-a-game scorer? Because ultimately, you have a chance to have an impact on the game, and I love basketball, so I was going to take any role you were going to give me.
What a great answer. So in other words, you've always got to evolve.
You always get to evolve, and it's always going to be adapt or die, especially as you get older. You have to adapt or your career's going to end. I would have never played 17 years if I didn't adapt.
Here's Brown. Here he goes. And finished off by Brown.
Sandwich to chest, young fella. Jaylen Brown with the strong finish.
Garland feeling it out a little bit. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Tatum kicks to Horford. The kick out to Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. Tatum with it. He's picked up by Mobley. Here's Horford, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires. He has 5.
And folks, this is Horford in his zone. It wasn't going to let that opportunity slip away.
Mobley is screen on Smart. Holds it up there for Mobley. Hammers the alley-oop through.
It must be nice to have a 7-footer like Mobley that you could just throw pretty much anything up there and he'll go get it.
Here's Smart. What a terrific move that was. Smart's got 5 points in the quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Allen, a screen on Smart. Outside Garland. Pass to Mitchell. And so it's the Boston Celtics. Thanks for the great interview, Dave.
The Celtics, 28. The Cavaliers, 22.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Gallinari is out there with Williams. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Derek White. And it's Cornette in its center. That's the Boston 5. Gallinari outside. Outside to Brogdon. And it's Wade with the rebound.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Here's Brogdon out to Gallinari. 5 on the clock. Here's White. Count it. Good. White's got the lead up to 6 now for the Celtics.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
LeVert the pass to Osman. Banked in off the glass.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Outside, White. Down low, Cornette. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Celtics lead by 6.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking him right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Stevens, the pass to LeVert. Here's Stephens from downtown. That one's not going to go.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
For Malcolm Brogdon, he comes from a family, Greg, where education comes first.
And well, Malcolm earned his degree plus a master's while in college. His dad and brother, lawyers. His mom involved in higher education. Brogdon may be the smartest guy in the NBA.
Unable to get that one. Now Boston takes it the other way. Brogdon kicks to Williams. Fires the 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Wade with no one around. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Here's LeVert. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Gallinari surveying the D. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Gallinari's got 4 points in the quarter. The Cavaliers trail by 10. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's LeVert. The rebound by Malcolm Brogdon.
And the defense did just enough to bother that dunk attempt.
Lopez with the steal. LeVert in the corner. Lopez outside. Out to Wade. Here's the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Wade's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Brogdon the pass to Williams. Passes it to Cornette. Gallinari on the wing. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Now here's LeVert. The pass to Stevens. Here's Osman. Fires from 18. Good. He hits the jump shot. Now just a 5-point Celtic lead.
Drew the defense and made the proper read, hitting his teammates on the perimeter.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Brogdon. Gallinari outside. Into the lane. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. Gallinari's got 6.
A primary responsibility of Brogdon's. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to him.
Wade sets the pick for LeVert. Popped up there for Wade. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop. And so it's the Boston Celtics heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter.
Please give a big round of applause.
And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So on the floor for Cleveland, the defensive pair in the post, Mobley and Allen. Garland is out there with Mitchell, and it's Okoro into the 3 slot. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Garland with it, and it's Horford picking him up. Okoro dishes to Garland, driving to the basket, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Mitchell against Brown. Mitchell kicks to Garland. Just 5 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Unloads from 13.
And still capable of being your defensive anchor. Horford is excellent at positioning himself to block shots.
Boston leading by 7. Picked by Horford. And here's Tatum for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And then Mitchell with the dunk.
So aggressive and explosive. Mitchell working above the rim and doing damage.
Outside, Smart. Drives to the hoop. Brown kicks to Tatum. Boston needs to get off a shot. Off target from 3-point range. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Mitchell passes to Garland. Kicks it out to Mitchell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Smart.
The aggressiveness of Mitchell, willing to take on the entire team to earn that foul.
It's not often you see him fail to deliver at the line like this.
And it's Brown missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. Celtics leading by 8. Tatum kicks to Brown. Horford the pass to Brown. Driving the lane. Here's Tatum. Pass to Brown. Feeds to Williams. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, he is a behemoth in the paint. Once Williams establishes himself, you almost have to foul it.
And Williams drops them both. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Brown against Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And what a ferocious finish. Once Mitchell gets some speed behind him, look out.
Tatum with it. Outside, Smart. Back to Tatum. Outside, Smart. Just 4 to shoot. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Horford. No good from outside. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Mitchell kicks to Mobley. Allen outside. Pass to Mitchell. It's stolen by Brown. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Williams inside, defended by Allen. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
1:32 left in the fourth. And here is Tatum. Outside, Horford. Smart with the ball. He's picked up by Mobley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tatum kicks to Horford. And the 3 off target. The Cavaliers trail by 7.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about...
Oh, with authority!
That is a monster finish.
And I think Mitchell's focus increases when it's clutch time. The bigger the moment, the better he is.
Brown feeling out a bit. The kick out to Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And the Celtics lead by 8.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
And Akuro throws it down.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
A little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Yeah, when you're not locked in on defense, they will make you pay with an easy finish there.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game. The kick out to Brown. He dishes it to Williams. And the slam by Williams.
And although he's undersized at his position, he's vertical. Yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Mitchell draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Big time play there from Mitchell. Remember, he's been the go-to guy since his rookie year.
So we see Boston get the win here. It was David, thank you.
Don't fall into the history of
So Cleveland will get first possession. A look at the opening lineup for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen are together inside. Darius Garland is out there with Mitchell. And it's Okoro in at the 3. Looking at tonight's matchup, both front courts are outstanding. This should be quite a battle here, Smitty.
It should be the big man in the spotlight in this one. Rebound.
Oh, wow.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Garland, the pass to Mitchell. With the drive.
Oh,
My goodness!
That is
cocked it back and fired it home.
Oh, indeed.
What you love about Donovan Mitchell, not only does he explode into his moves, he finishes with authority.
Pass to Brooks. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
And look at those moves in the post and the smooth finish to go along with it.
Just excellent work around the rim. Here's Okoro. Brooks defending. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Mitchell driving inside. The shot that time not on target. Now Memphis takes it the other way.
Something a lot of folks don't know about Donovan Mitchell. He was in the crowd during the famous broadcast of the decision by LeBron James.
And you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Mobley finds Mitchell. He's off on the layup. That's pretty crazy to think Mitchell was actually in person for LeBron's announcement, Smitty.
BA, he was just 13 years of age. It took place at his high school in Connecticut, and he begged his mom to go. He said there were so many Knicks fans there, he was the only one to cheer when LeBron chose Miami.
Outside Morant, pass to Adams, back to Morant. Into the lane, and count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And the work ethic of Morant, fantastic at keeping his focus on the task at hand.
The free throw drops for Morant.
In the 2021-22 season, we saw Ja Morant go from a star to a bona fide superstar, averaging over 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
And here's Morant outside, stolen by Mobley. Pass to Garland. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Going inside, now here's Allen. They double team Allen. Mobley outside. Here's Okoro. And the layup is good off the glass. And that ties it up. Well, Smitty, with Morant, his ascension into superstardom was quicker than expected.
BA, before he tweaks his knee, he was in the top 5 for the MVP race, putting himself among the league's elite at the age of 22. And with his passion, he's only going to get better.
Good work there as it goes.
Defensively, you want to stop Morant's penetration. He knows that, and he settles for the mid-range pop.
Pass to Okoro. On the wing, Mitchell. Back to Okoro. On the wing, Mitchell. There's the drive. Oh, misses the dunk. The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 5 in this quarter. Solid. Morant, the pass to Adams. Good, and the setup by Morant.
Great vision by Ja Morant. Has the passing talent to average double-digit assists.
Pass to Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
That was a clever move, slicing his way past the taller defender and finishing with some flavor.
Mitchell against Morant. Bane with it. Back to Morant. Outside Bane. Jackson outside. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Oh, rejected by Allen. In transition, here they come. Mobley finds Allen. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Mitchell against Bain. Outside Mitchell. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the... Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
You also have to commend them for their fearless attitude offensively. They've been productive when driving to the basket.
So for Cleveland right now, Okoro at the 3 with Mobley at the 4. Donovan Mitchell out there with Darius Garland. And it's Allen in at the 5 spot.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Outside Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
You love to see that kind of elevation from your point guard. Ja Morant's a reliable finisher.
Outside Garland. Outside Mitchell. Morant against Garland. From deep, Mitchell. Brooks with the rebound.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
And Morant gets double teamed. And it's Jared Allen with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Morant against Mitchell. Pass to Brooks. 5 to shoot. Here's Bain. Here's Adams. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Adams has gotten his second bucket of the game. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Mobley outside. Pass to Mitchell. And he drives in. And Mitchell with the slam.
This is what Donovan Mitchell wants to do. Drive the ball, get a bucket, a foul, or both.
And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Smitty, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
This seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. BA, they want to prove the doubters wrong. It's something that has really brought this group together.
And the Grizzlies call time here. The Cavaliers have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Garland against Morant. Outside Mitchell. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. Well, Smitty, great teams have a plan B when plan A fails.
Well, BA, a part of it is coaching, but it's also about having the talent to win more than one way. Also, it's about ad-libbing and being able to change on the fly.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
What a night for Ja Morant, showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
Mobley, a screen on Morant. Garland, the pass to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee. Woo.
he got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Outside Bain. Lets the three fly. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
When you need to get 3 points right back, Desmond's the man you want on the job. And some will remember that Desmond Bain was the last pick in the first round in the 2020 draft, which is something he has used as motivation over the years.
Oh, for a shorter guy, he's got major ups. I mean, able to throw it down over defenders twice his size, incredible.
Bain into the lane. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Not one to shy away from physicality. Ja Morant just goes about his business.
You know, it's clear now that teams are kicking themselves for not picking Bain earlier in the draft, Smitty.
B.A., the reason why he's proven that he can be a huge part of the rotation. A lights-out three-point shooter and rugged defender. A player any team would love to have.
Back to Mitchell. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
A dynamic offensive talent. Mitchell is especially intelligent at knowing how to get to his spots and execute.
Morant against Mitchell. Outside Bain. And that one is hammered home.
Going dunk for dunk. It's an aerial display.
Hey, and we may get another one this next trip up the floor. Outside Mitchell. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Mitchell's got 11 points in the quarter.
With that powerful...
Oh, did you see that? B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this.
Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Grizzlies. He put together 10 points in the quarter. All right, stick around. We'll be right back. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Brandon Clark out there with Xavier Tillman. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's John Conchar. And it's Jones in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Pass to LeVert. Here's Wade. LeVert left side. Oh, powered down with both hands.
Well, LeVert is willing to put his body on the line, doing whatever it takes to get past the foul and score.
And it's tied up with that one. Now here's Jones. And he gets it to go.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Osman on the wing. Outside for LeVert. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It'll go on Luke Kennard.
So tough to negate LeVert's wingspan when he's in attack mode. It's one of his deadliest characteristics.
Both free throws good for LeVert. Here's Jones. Pass to Conchar. Back to Jones. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Kennard. Here's Clark. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Reason why: lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points. Brandon Clark is one of the most efficient players in the league. He's been in the top 5 in true shooting a couple of times.
Pass to Osman. And he goes in for the dunk.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Kennard, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Outstanding decision. Kennard is getting better and better at creating offense for himself.
And Smitty, the analytics will show you that Brandon Clark is one of the best at protecting the ball.
Yeah, Brandon's been in the top 5 in that category as well. He doesn't put up huge scoring numbers, but when Clark is on the floor, he has a major impact.
And the foul called on Caris LeVert. That's his first foul. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Kennard on the wing. Pass to Tillman. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Great read from Kennard, showing a selfless attitude, getting it to his teammate.
Here's Osman, defended by Kennard. A minute 58 left to play in the third quarter. Just 5 on the clock. LeVert passes to Lopez, and he makes it.
I'll tell you what, you appreciate Robin Lopez's energy and his toughness.
Jones with the ball. And he makes it on the layup. Jones has got 4 points this quarter.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
The Cavs trailing. LeVert outside. On the take. Over Jones. Unable to get that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. And after a few seasons of anemic offense, the Cavs have finally started to turn things around.
Yes, they have. And they made a big step forward. Now, there's a nice balance to their offense.
Pass to Stevens. Here's Wade. They set the pick. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
A line change here for Memphis. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team. Timeout. Start it. It's time for a team. Give them a round of applause, your Grizzlies dance team.
55 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Mitchell. Oh, are you kidding me?
If you're the defense, not much you can do. Donovan Mitchell had his mind made up. Bad intentions.
Outside Bain. From downtown. The rebound by Garland.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
He can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Morant for Memphis. They've gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. And that one falls. Now 10 for 12 with that make.
The creativity from Morant, always inventing new ways to score.
Morant against Garland. Now Mitchell. 4 seconds left. And Mitchell with the slam.
That's the result of hard work. Mitchell just gets better and better off the bounce.
And here's Morant outside. And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And Cleveland, looking at who they've got to start the fourth. The lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen are together inside. Darius Garland is out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Okoro in at the 3, the small forward. On the wing, Bane. Lets it go from deep. Fires in the triple.
A stellar shooter from downtown. All Bane needs is a little space, and he's ready to fire.
Garland, the pass to Mitchell. Driving in, and Mitchell with the slam.
A reverse slam? That was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. Bane against Garland. From deep. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Here's Garland. Oh, the swat by Adams.
You see the effort defensively. Adams doing a great job of closing the space.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. The 3 from Bane. The Cavaliers pull it in.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. The Cavaliers making a switch here. LeVert's checked in. All right, now a timeout called by Memphis. Garland's checked in for LeVert. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team. He said to his players, you may want to get comfortable with this lead, but we can't afford that. That's when we get into trouble. Just keep executing the game plan and trust in one another.
Thanks for that, Allie. Outside Mitchell. Just 5 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Once again, off the mark by Cleveland. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Mitchell against Moran. Here's Adams. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Big props to Adams. This is a guy who brings the energy and effort every night.
He's off on the second. Cleveland shooting almost 70% from the floor. Sensational. And he commits the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
So it's the Cavaliers now, trailing by 5. Out to Garland. Back to Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
Just look at the way Mitchell's built. The strength in the upper body.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Moran against Garland. Now here's Moran. He's guarded closely.
Shrewd decision on the shot by Moran. Goes into the defender to make sure he gets fouled.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Memphis.
They've been lights out from three-point land in this one. The defense hasn't been effective at stopping them, so they have just stuck with the game plan.
And another thing that's impressed me has been their consistency with their two-point jump shots, getting it done from the mid-range.
Garland, the pass to Allen. Now here's Mobley, defended by Jackson. 6 to shoot. Here's Mitchell. He takes it in. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
This just goes with the narrative. Mitchell is a baller, wants to be considered among the best in the game.
Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Tremendous effort from John Morant, letting his team know they can rely on him.
They set the screen. Out to Garland. Puts up a 3. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
It's the fourth quarter and it's a close game. You want
want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
Memphis calls timeout. They're ahead by 2. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter. 1:14 left to play in the fourth. Morant with the bucket.
Every team needs a closer in the clutch. Morant proving he's that guy.
Oh, Brooks with the steal. And here's Morant. Five on the clock. They get it back. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
His third personal foul. Third team foul.
46 seconds left in the fourth. 4 seconds left. And then Morant with the jam.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Garland with a screen on Bain. And so he draws the, well, maybe a little bit of a use it or lose it situation with the coach's challenge. Probably won't make a difference to the outcome, but they still want to review the call.
People were worried that this would slow the action.
Taking 2 shots.
The previous play is under review. Calls in every game. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
He gets the first, and that brings him within 5. Both free throws good for Mitchell.
A leader on this team. These guys trust Mitchell to come up huge at the line.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Outside Morant. Shot clock at 5. Tries it from the top of the key, and right through it goes. Morant's got 31 points.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
And so it's Memphis.
To the best kid in the house.
right, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
Now here's Morant. Kick out to Adams. Brooks outside. Morant left side. Lets it go from deep. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Morant's got his team on the board to start the game for the Grizzlies. Now Tatum. The kick out to Brown. Outside Tatum. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. On the wing, Bane. Here's Morant. Williams with the defensive effort.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And Marcus Smart, GA, the very definition of a guy you love on your team, but hate to play against.
Yeah, and teams that go deep need that sort of presence. Smart is more than just an agitator, though. Great player who anyone would want to play alongside.
Offensive rebound, Jackson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And between his footwork and height, Jackson is a tough matchup for defenders. Here he takes full advantage and draws the foul.
And so Jackson nails both of them. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Smart against Morant. Brown outside. Pass to Williams. And the slam by Williams.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
Now, here's Bane. Out to Morant. There's the...
That was worth the price of admission. Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Smart passes to Tatum. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Steven Adams picks one up.
And during his rookie year, Jason Tatum faced off with LeBron in the Eastern Conference Finals.
GA, think about what a hard-fought series that was. It went the distance to 7 games for Tatum. An incredible test and growing opportunity. To me, that's part of the preparation this guy has received to becoming that franchise player. If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
Dishes it to Williams. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And Adams has got the ball here for Memphis. Passes it to Brooks. Back to Bane. Shot clock at 6. The dish now to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Nice poise from Morant, assessing the situation and then the ability to come through under pressure.
Now here's Tatum. Inside. That's good from Horford on the assist by Tatum.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And Morant gets it to go.
And once he becomes a little steadier from deep, watch out. Morant will be almost unstoppable offensively.
Now here's Smart. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And then Brown with the dunk.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
And there it is for him. Morant's got 12 points in the game.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
Pass to Tatum. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Jackson with it, and it's Horford picking him up. Jackson kicks to Morant. Jackson down low, working on Horford, and that one is good.
And great from deep, Jackson. No issues hitting the mid-range either. Another big who has range in the new NBA.
Here's Brown.
Oh, my goodness. How about that move by Jaylen Brown? That is spectacular.
Morant scanning the floor. There's the feed to Jackson. Stolen by Smart. Here's Tatum. And the last second attempt doesn't fall.
And a clever defender. I like seeing Brooks beat.
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. He'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you guys think?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Endorse this Celtics team. Very young. How are they doing it?
In consecutive drafts, they drafted two talented and elite two-way players. That's Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. And so, yes, both guys are young, as is the entire core. But the fact is they've matured together, they've had deep playoff runs, and they remain dangerous.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. And it's Smart in at the point. And here is Bane after Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, you know, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
Tatum down low. Brooks covering and finished off by Horford.
One thing you can't afford is to allow Al Horford to get to this spot. It's over if you do.
Bane looking around. Morant outside. Back to Bane. And the pass to Jackson. That shot misses. The Celtics go the other way with it. Pass to Horford. The kick out to Tatum. Puts up a three. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Here's Morant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Passes it to Tatum, fires from deep. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, consistent catch-and-shoot opportunities will be available for Jason Tatum, and he makes good on it.
Jackson can't throw down the putback. Austin's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those
two. To the inside, Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Oh, don't you love how unselfish Marcus Smart is? Sees the open man, whips the pass over in just the right amount of space.
Now, here's Bane. Morant outside. Driving in. He can't get that one. Nice D from Williams. Tatum wide open. He fires one. And that one hits back iron.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Morant passes to Adams, lays it up off the glass. Adams has got it all tied up now for Memphis.
Many players will tell you Steven Adams is the strongest guy in the NBA. Boy, tough to corral when he's looking to score.
Now here's Smart. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Williams has got the lead up to 2 now for Boston.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Here's Morant. The shot missing. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for Boston. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter.
And you got to appreciate how much Robert Williams just gets after it on defense.
You really do, because he wants to block every single shot that goes up. He hits the glass now with a level of aggression after being challenged by his coaching staff. And goodness, his teammates love his energy.
There's 1:17 left in the second quarter. And here's Morant. He's got 14. Jackson, that's good.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
Horford with the screen on Brooks. Here's Tatum. Outside, Smart. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 4 assists in the game.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Now here's Morant. Here's Jackson, and the rejection by Tatum. Takes the 3, and there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's foul number 2 for him. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Tatum against Brooks. 20 seconds left to play in the first half. 6 to shoot. Here's Tatum. Boston needs to get off a shot. Horford's shot is good.
Well, this is the aspect of Tatum's game that is most improving, the ability to manipulate defenses and find an open teammate.
That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Morant.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
Thank you, David. We'll be back in. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
They've got Jones. He's out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Conchar in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Jones against Brogdon. Pass to Conchar. And it's Clark in the corner. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And if Clark ever hits that shot with consistency, watch out. That's a game changer.
And And here's Brogdon from the arc. A three-pointer is right on target. Brogdon's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Jones looking for an opening. Right wing. Clark with it. Brogdon picks him up. Rejected by Brogdon.
Oh, always fun to watch Malcolm Brogdon guard a little bit. Send it back.
Boston's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Jones against Brogdon. Out to Gallinari. Outside Williams. Ball stolen. Here's Jones. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option. And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Oh, the lob to Gallinari. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Jones with it. Brogdon picks him up.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Gallinari wide open. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. Gallinari's got the game tied up here for Boston.
And that 50-40-90 club, man, it is small. How about Malcolm Brogdon joined it back in 2019?
Well, consider the active players who have done it. It's Malcolm, as you just said, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and Steph Curry. I would say that's pretty good company. And if you look all time, the rest on the list are a bunch of Hall of Famers.
Now here's White. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Here's Kennard. There's the pass to Tillman. Back to Kennard. Shot clock at 3. For the 3.
This is what makes Derek White so dangerous. Yes, he can score it. Yes, he can pass it. But he is a tenacious defender.
And Gallinari kicks to White. It's Brogdon on the wing. And again, Boston with the triple.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. On the basket by Jones.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Brogdon outside. The kick out to Williams. Takes it inside, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 3.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Pass to Conchar. Shoots it up. Rebound by the Celtics.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. For Grant Williams, Doris, he made a giant leap during his third season. In your estimation, why?
Well, it's interesting, Kevin. It could be any number of things, but remember, for the 2019 draft picks like a Grant Williams, the first 2 years of their careers had major interruptions in the NBA schedule. 21-22, year 3, first normal schedule for these guys.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Here's Morant. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Smart.
Yeah, with that little pump fake, Morant has a sneaky way of initiating contact.
Both free throws good from Morant. Boston leading by 3. Outside Tatum. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Horford finds Tatum. Back to Horford. Tatum down low. Brooks covering. And Tatum the bucket on the assist by Horford. Tatum's got the lead up to 5 now for the Celtics. Morant dishes to Brooks. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Here's Morant. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Up at the forward spots, it's Tatum and Horford. Smart in the backcourt with Brown to his side. And it's Williams at the 5. Smart with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bane against Tatum. Bane passes to Jackson. And the layup's good off the glass. Jackson's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Grizzlies.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
Brown kicks to Horford. Shot's good. Brown making the play. And the Celtics lead by 3.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Outside, Bane, and it's blocked by Brown.
Wow, twice on the pipes. Jaylen Brown with a message to out, please.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Smart dishes to Brown, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
John Morant, first personal foul, first team foul.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Pass to Tatum. Looking to get back on track here. Stolen by Brooks. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. And finished off by Morant.
You love the energy and effort Morant provides, especially when he's on the break.
Horford sets a screen for Tatum. He dishes it to Horford. The kick out to Tatum. Back to Horford. Feeds it to Williams. 4 seconds left. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Austin with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Outside, Smart. Over Morant. It's deflected. Tatum passes to Brown. It counts, and the foul. It goes on Dylan Brooks.
How about the strength on the finish? Jaylen Brown showing real muscle.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long. And also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
First team foul.
Well, consistency is so critical, especially in clutch moments. This guy has got that gene.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in, and Adams with the slam.
Wow, Steven Adams continuing to evolve. How about the clutch delivery?
Here's Tatum. Here he goes.
Jason Tatum in a big moment. He is unafraid.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. And then Morant slams it in.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
It's Williams, high post. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Tatum kicks to Smart. Outside, Horford. 5 to shoot. Here's Williams. And Williams with the stop.
How about the confidence? It's just growing in this young man. Williams has that attitude of a go-to. Talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Here's Brown, and the dunk by Brown.
Yeah, if you're going to be a franchise guy, you've got to want the ball in these clutch moments. Jaylen Brown doing work.
Here's Morant, and Morant throws it down.
And going back to college, Morant's made a habit of rising to the occasion.
Outside Tatum. Fires the 3. Knocks down the trifecta.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Taking for 3. They get it back.
Boy, the strength and the activity of Steven Adams makes him a force on the backboards.
Basket here in this game may be all over.
Yeah, but the main priority, Kevin, has to be taking care of the basketball and using the clock.
Tatum passes to Horford. Kicks to Brown. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Boy, I'll tell you, Jaylen Brown is an all-star in his past. Now it's about stepping up and knocking down some big-time foul shots.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a 2-possession game.
Outside Jackson. It's stolen by Brown. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
Boy, guys, what extraordinary growth from Jaylen Brown over the course of his young career. Tighter handle, consistency from deep. This guy is serious about his craft, and it's paying dividends.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Brown outside. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. A truly gutsy performance away from home.